If there's one thing anime doesn't have a shortage of, it's romance. From wholesome childhood romance to borderline hentai harems, there are plenty of anime out there that tug at the heartstrings. And maybe tug at some other places too. The thing is, it's common to see a lot of cartoonish, immature love in anime. You know, the kind where two oblivious high schoolers are clearly head over heels for each other but spend 24 episodes failing to confess in increasingly comical scenarios. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's all fun. It's not that wild to have a cartoonish portrayal of love in, you know, a Japanese cartoon. But anime is not just a one-dimensional medium. There are also mature displays of actual human romance and just person-to-person connection in general. Even in non-romance centered anime, who doesn't love a little break from all that punching and energy blast to see a little bit of love and affection? But what's truly rare to see, especially these days, is a show that baits you into thinking it's a cartoonish, immature harem story, flips the switch and reveals it's actually a heart-pounding mystery thriller show, only to reveal that yes, all along, it was about the romance. That's Engage Kiss. So, Engage Kiss is an anime that aired this summer season. It was produced by A1 Pictures, and apparently it's a part of like a larger multimedia project produced by Aniplex. Like, there's supposed to be a mobile game coming out and a manga, but I don't care about none of that because we're here for the anime, right? I've been spending too much money on Azure Lane anyway. Now, you may be aware that this is one of two big A1 Picture projects that dropped this season, the other one being Licorice Recoil, which is another great show that y'all should watch. But right now, we're here talking about Engage Kiss, because that's the one I just caught up to. I was debating on which one to make a video on, because I only really got time to make one, so I was like, Licorice Recoil, Engage Kiss, Licorice Recoil, Engage Kiss. Oh wait. It doesn't matter because no one watches these videos anyway. So let me give y'all a quick overview of the show, spoiler free at first, but later on in the video, I'll tell y'all when we get into spoiler territory. And mind y'all, the details may or may not be off because I was inebriated most of the time watching this show, but it's all good because when have details ever mattered in anime? What matters is the waifus, right? And this show presents itself as your typical seasonal waifu romp. The show takes place in Beilong City, an artificial island city established in the Pacific Ocean to exploit local natural resources. It follows Shu Ogata, a young man who is appropriately described as a deadbeat. He runs a small company that takes on contracts to hunt demons and is assisted by his partner Kisara, who is also a demon herself. The two take on contracts and fight demons by shooting magic guns or something, and also Kisara gets a power-up whenever she and Shu make out because of course, why not? But the important thing to emphasize is the deadbeat part. Shu is a loser, like Big Bang loser. He's broke, can't afford squat, and his ex-girlfriend pays for his meals and phone bills. So Engage Kiss follows Shu in his demon hunting pursuits while he struggles to balance the affections of the beautiful women in his life. That's about all the rundown I can give you on the show without entering spoiler territory, so let's just do that now. We're gonna go into spoiler territory. Spoilers from here on out. If the premise I just told you sounds completely underwhelming, formulaic, and slightly trashy, that's completely fair, cause it is. I mean, look at the OP for the show. It's not even trying to hide how harem-y it is. Now, let me preface by saying Engage Kiss is nowhere near being groundbreaking or genre-defying, but it definitely hits you with a lot of things you wouldn't expect and takes on tried and true tropes and subject matter with a fresh approach. So let's talk about the protagonist, Shu. On first glance, he appears to be the most, eye-rolling, turbo loser shut-in that could ever be put on a screen. We know a lot of shows like to use characters like this to relate to the audience members, but if you're out here relating to this dude, I mean, I'm praying for you. What makes it more egregious are the women who are madly in love with him despite being completely out of his league in every aspect. Ayano is a competent, well-put-together, adult-ass woman who is the daughter of another successful demon hunting company CEO, and Kisara is an adorable, powerful demon. In most anime, people would ask, what do they see in this dude? And they most likely would never get an answer. In Engage Kiss, they tell you the reason. Shu is a good boyfriend. And he's good in bed too, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. See, the twist is that Shu is able to give Kisara power by allowing her to devour his memories. The reason he's so scatterbrained and seemingly inconsiderate is because he literally cannot remember things. For example, his ex Ayano is hurt that Shu can't remember the times they spent together dating, but that's because he physically had those memories taken from him.
するの？
当然だ。
なら、どこを差し出すの？
確か3年前が手つかずだったはずだ。
Why does he go this far? Because he's on a mad hunt to find the demons responsible for killing his family. He's so devoted to his quest for vengeance that he's willing to give up precious memories of the girl he loves to what is essentially a succubus. And luckily, the show resolves this right away and we aren't left with some misunderstanding that takes 12 episodes to figure out. Ayano realizes right away that Shu cares a lot about her and that he has intentionally pushed her away so that she won't be a casualty in his mad revenge quest. Again, nothing monumentally groundbreaking, but it was definitely an interesting and well-executed plot point that felt really refreshing. What appears to be a trashy harem plot where some deadbeat bum pulls the hottest girls imaginable for no reason other than that he's the main character turns out to be an incredibly heartbreaking story of sacrifice. What makes it better is that the characters act in a pretty reasonable manner. You know, once Ayano realizes what Shu's motivations are for pushing her away, she decides to give him as many new good memories as possible to make up for the ones that he gives away to Kisara. What good memories, you ask? Well, you tell me. A lesser show would have had the characters acting unreasonable, letting like the misunderstandings carry out for multiple episodes instead of having a mature conversation like actual human beings do. This is because Engaged Kiss understands how to integrate realistic romantic dynamics into a story without taking away from the main focus of creating, you know, this mystery revenge thriller. And again, I don't want to seem like this isn't something we've seen in anime before, especially if you know what shows to watch, but listen, y'all. I read Rent a Girlfriend. I need stuff like this to wash my palate. Imagine how refreshing it was for me to see two grown-ass adults, not teenagers, having a consensual sexual encounter without any of the and it's all just like a casual but passionate thing. You know, just like in real life. Oh my god. But that's all I wanted to say. I don't want to make this too long of a video, but I really just enjoy Engaged Kiss. A1 is really killing it with the shows lately. Like I said, Licorice Recoil is dope as well. I just wanted to talk about Engaged Kiss specifically because it was such an unexpectedly fun ride. I don't even know why I started the show in the first place. Well, I do know, it's because I watch like every anime that comes out ever, but the point is I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you want to hear me talk more about anime, manga, pop culture in general. Comment below something, comment whatever, I don't know, maybe I'll read it, probably not, but that's the video. Peace.